This is one of my most favorite stories about a strategy map. This is for LA Social Services. Now, LA Social Services includes about 35,000 people helping over 3.5 million people who are in different stages of need and, of course, success. So they've got a mission statement that clearly articulates the overall mission of the organization. Now, we should be able to take this mission statement and begin extracting the core concepts and using that to build a strategy map. So, for example, if I highlight the core concepts here, it's about providing accurate and timely benefits, effective services, alleviate hardship, promote personal responsibility, and so forth. And those are the core elements of a strategy map. Let's take a look. So, overall, that's the mission statement that goes on the top of the strategy map. Then, in terms of the stakeholders, what the stakeholders are expecting are effective services. To do that, there are sort of several components. One is they have to provide accurate and timely benefits to those in need. Secondly, they have to alleviate hardship. They have to help families be able to get past some of the difficulties they have. But at the same time, they have to promote personal responsibility. People need to take ownership for their own problems and begin to act accordingly. And then most importantly, they have to begin enabling economic independence. People need to begin earning again. So that's the stakeholder perspective. Now, we can then begin pulling out other concepts. So, for example, focus on positive outcomes. Well, that's another way of embellishing, deliver effective services. Quality, that's an attribute to provide accurate and timely benefits. Innovation is a new concept. So we'll put that in here, innovate programs and services. Leadership, another new concept. We'll put that over here. And I'll show you later where we got the rest of that concept from. Maintain a high standard of excellence. Again, deliver effective services. So, not much left for our mission statement now. We seem to have extracted most of the core concepts from there. So, we now know we have some of the internal and enablers. So, where else can we look? Well, there's a philosophy statement. And again, there's a fair level of repeats. But if we take a look at some of the core concepts, there's an overlap, but there's some new concepts as well. So, for example, provide an environment in which people can develop, support professional development. Over here, that's where the rest of the concept came from, provide shared leadership and teamwork from the objective I showed you before. A catalyst for commitment and action within the community. So, serve as a catalyst for action. Talk about expanding the resources available. Developing some innovative programs and services. Got that already, and new public and private sector partnerships. Now, as we begin building this into a strategy map, some interesting things began happening in this organization. So, for example, they needed to open up soup kitchens, but of course, the state is destitute and can't afford to help out those people. But they went to some of the local schools who have cafeterias, and they asked if they could use those cafeterias during the off hours. So, as a catalyst for action, they went to the public sector to try to form some partnerships. And the school said, yes, not only can you use our cafeterias, but it would be nice if some of our students could actually cook for them and gain credits for their culinary courses and so forth. And before long, it became a core part of the curriculum. Well, that allows them to expand their resources, form public sector partnerships, and acting as a catalyst. In fact, they took it a step further and went to some of the businesses in the area who also had cafeterias and resources that weren't being used in the off hours. And they began having some of their executives work manning the soup kitchens as a development opportunity for the soup kitchens that were sponsored by those particular office buildings. So the net is the strategy map took their mission and philosophy and made it very actionable by the organization. From this, they began using this overall departmental strategy map to form a cascade and show the relationship between different departments.